How's the spring been progressing for you and the receiver position?
It's been good, for the spring, since we don't got no opponent. For me, just working on my technique, working on my routes and all that, and working with Coach Sullivan, and just basically getting better each and every day. That's my ultimate goal coming into spring, was just to get better each and every day and improve my game.
And when did you get on campus?
Uh, I want to say summer of June, 2 years ago, a year ago.
So you were here the whole fall.
Yes, sir.
So you kind of seen what the football in the SEC is like. How excited are
Right.
you to take the field? This field.
I'm very excited. Since I've been playing football since I was 8 years old, and last year was the first time I didn't play football for a whole year. So it hurt, but just being around these great fans and my teammates and coaches, it really helped me. So I can't wait to be in Death Valley and get the full experience.
Can you maybe describe your style of play, what people should expect from you as far as a receiver, and what you can add to the offensive side of the ball?
I'm very elusive. I like to make plays. I love the underneath routes and get big gains out of it. I do all the dirty work pretty much. Catch the short passes. I go deep and hit every now and then, but most of the time it's just short, quick passes and catch it and run with it.
Where'd you play in high school?
Quarterback.
Okay, so you have some elusiveness to you after you have the ball? Yeah.
Oh, yes, sir. Especially if having the ball in my hand all the time, it really helps me and it helped my game coming back to playing receiver here.
Can you talk about the difference between the SEC and the Big 12? What you see?
Well, the Big 12 is more of a zone. You don't really use. It's some teams that play man like Oklahoma State, Oklahoma, but for the majority is more zone. And then SEC, like I said, is straight man in your face, bump and run. So it's a big difference.
So I assume that you've worked very hard as far as getting off of press coverage. Has that been an adjustment for you?
A little bit, just because, Coach Sullivan always tell me they like to hold in the SEC. So one of the things he taught me was the shed technique, which is basically just when they try to grab, just get them off of them with your like a little elbow push, shoulder push.
Do you feel like the field shrunk going from zone to man? Is it tighter coverage? Do you feel like you have less, room to be open?
Oh yes, definitely. Just because it's man to man, so you have very little room to make an error. So like I said, with Coach Sullivan, he preached nothing but technique. It don't matter if you make a one-hand catch or a great catch. If you didn't do the technique right, he ain't gonna like it. So that's one of the big things coming in with just working on my techniques.
What is that like learning from him, a guy that's got that pedigree and has been around?
Oh, it's great. Every time we have a meeting or every time he talks to me, I always bring my notebook and pen just because I know everything he say is very valuable to me and also to my teammates. So every time we in a meeting or we on the field, I'm always listening.
So Big 12's got some decent venues, right? There's Oklahoma, Texas. What was your take on seeing the SEC stadiums?
Oh, it's different. Like I said, Texas Tech was where I was at was only 66,000. Then you come to Death Valley and it's 102,000. So it makes a whole lot different just because the atmosphere and the fans, how crazy they are, and then just Death Valley. I mean, who wouldn't want to play in Death Valley? So it's very fun.
Is a big part of you coming here proving that you could play on this level?
Oh yes, sir. That and then Coach O. I remember the first phone call he had gave me, which was 6:30 in the morning on a Tuesday morning, which I was still asleep. I had class at 8:30. But then I missed the phone call, and then he called me again the second time, and that conversation was just great, and I couldn't say no to that.
What did he say that was coming? Can you give us a
Well, when I first answered, the first thing he said was that he loved my film. And that was the first thing he said. He watched my film about 3 or 4 times before he called me, and he just kept saying he loved my film. And that just, it got me excited because it's LSU, and I never thought I'd be here. So every time I wake up in the morning, I'm thankful.
When you were here in the fall, I would assume you were learning Coach Canada's offense. How much new stuff have they rolled out to you guys so far, and how's that adjustment?
It was a big adjustment just because, with Coach Canada, which he done a good job of, it was a lot of shifts and motions before the snap. Whereas this offense, Coach Ismig, is less shifts and motions and more simpler plays and formation. So it's easier to learn quicker. But they both Coach Canada done a good job when he was here, getting us situated and getting us ready to play.
Are they rolling new stuff out to you guys? Like, are you studying new stuff every week, or how's that going?
Yes, this next every week. Like the first week we'll have install 1, then the second week will be install 2. So it's just a progress each week.
What have you all been doing in terms of red zone?
Just a lot of different stuff. We'll do bunch. Coach Sullivan loved the bunch formation, so we always doing bunch. Sometimes we even go 5 wide in the red zone just to spread everybody out. It's just a lot of different things. A lot of different things we can throw at you.
What you like about the bunch? Just the direction of it all?
Right. Just I don't know how to explain it. Just I don't know. It's something about the bunch that he loves. Like we'll do different things. We'll motion into the bunch. We'll motion away from the bunch. So it's just a lot of different things we'll do on offense.
Just a lot of options out of it.
Right. Yes, sir.
Does it feel like it's going a little better than maybe it was last year with the
I think it's the same. You know, Coach Canada done a good job in the red zone of just running the ball. We had a good back in Darius Geis and Darryl Williams, and then this year with all the talent we had at the receiver position, we can throw it out and air it out. So that's why we're doing different sets, such as the 5 receiver set and the bunch set.
So you see a lot more passing.
Right. Yes, sir.
Tell us about your quarterbacks. Is it difficult or just something you get used to dealing with 3 different guys? You know, and in kind of an undecided position there, you're probably splitting a lot of reps, I guess.
Right, it's fun just because you know you watch them compete every day. You know, you got guys like Justin Noel who can run the ball, who can make plays when there ain't nothing there. And then you got a guy like Miles who can let it fly. So I mean, just when I'm not in the game or in the scrimmage, I love just to watch them work because it's fun. It's fun watching them two compete at each other, compete.
I think the last scrimmage, all the stats had it 16 out of 37 or something like that, 178 yards. It doesn't look great on paper.
Right.
What do you guys collectively have to do to get better passing football?
Just work on our protection and then working on making plays downfield. You know, the defense, they threw a lot of blitzes at us that we didn't see during the week, and it kind of got to us a little bit, so we weren't able to do what we wanted to do. But overall, like I said, it's good competition. Like I think last week, Tuesday and Thursday, we won both of those days, and then the scrimmage, the defense won, which you want to see is a good competition. So it's fun.
Is that the thing you have to keep your confidence up because that defense has a lot of veterans. The offense is kind of learning a lot of new things, so you have to kind of keep that in mind when you're struggling.
Oh yes, sir. You definitely, just because that's what you want. You know, spring is just offense versus defense. You don't have no opponent. So like I said, you always want to compete at a high level. So that's like I said, every day we always come in and compete, especially the receivers and DBs. We go at it every day in one-on-ones, which is good because it makes each other better.
Anyone in particular jump out at you as being, pretty good on defense right now?
I would say Manny, just because he was at receiver with us last year, and now he's at corner. I think in the scrimmage he had 1 pick, and then Tuesday and Thursday he had another pick. So he's doing good at corner, which was surprising me because I'm used to him playing receiver, and he played quarterback in high school just like me. So I didn't know he had that. Manny. Yes, sir.